Drake just clapped back at Kendrick Lamar again. People be trying to say the beef is over. I say it's just getting started. We seen what happened with Rick Ross when he touched down in Toronto. We seen DJ Akademiks come out with the bot situation. Then Drake posting stuff about the bots, and this is why Joe Budden said DJ Akademiks just stay out of it, because it looked like it's a message from Drake's that you're saying, because time you say something, then Drake's posting about it right after you say something about it. So it looks like that whole thing is together. Drake just dropped 2 songs this weekend on the new album. I don't know if you heard the songs.
I ain't heard them yet.
I heard it. It was just Drake. It reminded me when Kendrick said, I don't like Drake with the I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like when acting tough. Both songs is melody songs. It was some Kim music. I just skimmed right through it. But this is what this video about is talking about.
But it's wild because it just lets, you can't do anything but sit and ponder and be like, what is he up to?
Yeah.
Like, Drake is not known for just walking away or turning the other cheek.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? He's known for getting his lick back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you've seen it, but he was bowling, not to cut you off. He was bowling. You know, you got to put your names in the bowling thing. Yeah. His name was 69 God.
Yeah,
it's like,
I seen it.
Yeah.
He's trolling right now.
He's trolling a lot.
So I'm just waiting to see, because I feel like he's just being real strategic. I think he's going to try something.
You already know he is. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Now, after Drake just released 2 new songs in the form of features on Camila Cabello's new album, CXOXO, I think it's safe to say that the cycle is now complete. And after an array of weird songs that displayed to us that Drake is having an identity crisis, he finally found some sort of footing to stand on musically at the moment, but this is no longer by being one of the most overly confident rappers that we have ever seen, like before the Kendrick beef, but it's now by just being a full-on pop star. And after Kendrick Lamar clearly laid out that he likes Drake with the melodies and not when he acts tough on Euphoria. If the embarrassing moments of Wagwan Delilah and You My Everything were not damaging enough in terms of cementing Drake's defeat and just showing the world how quickly the wrath of Kendrick Lamar can make somebody go from being as cocky to as lost as ever, this moment will cement.
It's almost remind me of the statement that you said when you was talking about Drake and how he just like he's having an identity crisis almost at this point. He don't know which direction to go in. Because when I heard the songs, all I could hear was you saying in my head like, Drake is not in a position to put out anything anymore. Because them 2 songs, the old Drake Menace would happen. Right. People would have been arriving with them songs, but I mean, I'm just listening. I'm like, it's just more of the same old Drake. Yeah. It's nothing game changing. None of this. It's just you singing on the song.
The standard has changed. The expectation is larger.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because nobody thought that Drake would ever be looked at in that position. Yeah. Because it was just like, yo, this is Drake. This is Drake. But now it's like people are like, nah, we're not going to take that no more.
We want something better than this. Yeah. You're not going to give us the same old. Yeah. That's what he's trying.
And everything, because between the way that Drake has come back outside in preparation for these new tracks, to ultimately how they will end up being his biggest moments in this post-beef era of his career and solidify his reputation in this current moment. Right. All in all, in a time where Kendrick Lamar is having another victory lap off the momentum of his pop-out concert and Not Like Us video shoot.
Facts.
This moment for Drake, while despite making more noise for him than anything else has, it's not necessarily helping his case. Now, before we can get into these new tracks from Drake and what they are doing on impact, we need to quickly look at how Drake has responded to Kendrick Lamar's pop-out concert, which did immortalize that Kendrick is the clear winner of this beef, as the entire rap game celebrated him like few other rappers ever have been while they can still smell their flowers. And when it comes to how Drake has responded, it's clear that this massive moment struck a nerve with him, because from the cryptic story posts that have been trying to create some sort of buzz around his name, despite the barrage of rappers we just found out absolutely despise him, it's clear that with weird story post after weird story post, Drake has been trying to get any sort of point on the board that he can through any means possible.
Facts, and it's like, it's a good thing Kendrick put it out there. He kind of stumped that all out. Like, yo, we don't want your memes and all that. You feel what I'm saying? And he's just trying to meme us to death. And every time you see a meme from him, it's like, this is exactly what Kendrick was talking about. Between the memes, the AI stuff, and the 6ix9ine guy while you bowling. It's like, Kendrick already called all this out.
Yeah, a lot of these things would have normally been embraced like, and that's like, we heard about this.
Yeah, facts.
He was right.
It's looked at from a whole different perspective now.
Totally.
Right now, and even further than just some of the cringy selfies and random pictures that are hinting at something, what really turned a lot of eyes was when Drake voted on a poll this week about which diss tracks were the best during the feud between him and Kendrick, and according to the user's poll, who was called the Good Rap Page, which shout out to him, Drake voted for Not Like Us, but beyond Drake actually admitting defeat on an
it's like them type of plays. You keep trying to just seem like you're so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. I'm gonna pick Not Like Us on this poll. Yeah. But the more and more we see that, the more and more we noticing you are.
You're bothered.
Yeah.
You're bothered. You try to get in front of it, it don't work.
Yeah.
You try to perform this song, it didn't work. If I was there, I would have been like, yo, that's a bad play.
On that note, that was a fake video.
Was a fake video?
Yeah, you know how they be putting voiceovers over stuff, old videos. That was the case with that one. So
okay, I'm about to say, it's just so, and that's another thing, but I'm saying, that's more the reason why when he tried to put the Tupac Snoop song together.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying then. You create an issue because now you have stuff like that happen. Like, you don't know what's real, what's not, but we see those numbers.
Yeah, facts.
Instagram poll. At the end of the day, what matters most and what will be judged the most importantly is what goes on behind the microphone. So with these two new songs, after a period where Kendrick Lamar just united what feels like the entire genre behind him and everything he has stood for this year in hip-hop, how does Drake respond? Does he show that despite what feels like a genre and reputation that is collapsing more and more with every single moment, that he is still not going to go down without a fight? Or does he only manage to let everything continue to crumble on him even more, and in typical Drake fashion in this era? You probably guessed it, he is only further destroying his credibility within the hip-hop space because this song is just proving that everything Kendrick Lamar did against him worked. And he really got Drake to step out of the hip-hop space as a whole for the time being. And now if Drake maybe came with a melodically driven hit song that was as infectious as something like One Dance, maybe the conversation could start to shift and Drake could really set the precedent that despite getting a loss handed to him, he can still release undeniable hits that you cannot deny their greatness. Both of these tracks fall short of any of these expectations, and in all honesty,
they definitely do. That's why I didn't even waste my time even reacting to them because it was so lackluster. Like I said, I like what the female did. But normally Drake's getting on a song and take over the song. Like, he's the main guy on the song. The song becomes about Drake. That's not what happened in the song. He actually took from the Girl album by putting them two features on there. Anytime Drake's on there, that product's a go. Because they're two trash songs, it's not having the same...
It's not having the same effect.
At all. Not even close.
Honesty. These songs aren't just a miss, but they sound like cuts that are serving as a direct extension from Drake's most polarizing and panned album, which was, of course, Honestly Nevermind. So with the major song in this bunch, which is titled Hot Uptown, this is the cut that was designed to be the massive hit with Drake and Camila Cabello going back and forth over an up-tempo dance beat, and well, in a vacuum, this is a decent track that you can throw on and it will definitely give you some good vibes. This song offers absolutely nothing at all that you'd call genuinely special and just gets by from doing the absolute bare minimum and playing to the most simple of conventions when it comes to what makes a palatable song to throw on the radio, a speaker, or in a clothing store. And if this is the bar, then great, Drake succeeded. But if this song is trying to be a statement and even an answer back to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, which has become the song of the summer at this point, and if this track is trying to remind us, not just to greater audiences, but to the entire hip-hop community especially, that Drake really is this undeniable force that should be in the conversation with somebody like Kendrick at all. Unless we determine greatness by whose music would play the best at Target, this song fails on all fronts, and with the other cut...
That's what I said. It was some Kim music. The only thing you could do is just skim right through it, because I like her parts, but Drake parts, it's like, it's definitely, like you said, it doesn't have the same effect anymore when you listen to his music. And then as I'm listening to it, I'm like, Drake, you're trying to sing, but you have no vocal ability like that. So it's just like, it doesn't hit the same.
Because I think it's the range and color of what he does. But, you know what I'm saying, now when you get almost force-fed down a lane, it comes off different.
And that's what everyone's saying. Why are we not getting no more bars from Drake? Why are we just getting melodies? Because Kendrick say he like your melodies. That's all we're gonna get now from you is just straight melodies.
Yeah, we need creative Drake back.
Yeah, facts.
This is nothing but an interlude from Drake, which just features his whining singing, which has him talking about the same old tired...
And I said creative Drake back just because it seems like he almost tiptoeing around right now. You know what I'm saying? He moved with a certain amount of freedom. Yeah. And the freedom that he has is why you get all that you get. Them sounds, some rhythms, the carefree, like, you know what I'm saying? I could put something from here, something from there, something from there and make it work. Now it's almost like, last time I did that, you know what I'm saying? So If we get back to that, I think it'd be dope.
Yeah, and it's crazy how two different people listen to the same song and we came up with the same conclusion. It's the same old Drake.
Yeah.
He's classifying the same way I classify it. It's just the same old.
Interlude from Drake, which just features his whining singing, which has him talking about the same old tired topics about how he loves a girl, she doesn't love him back, and that it is making this almost 40-year-old man sad that he can't find something within these
40-year-old man. It's crazy.
And again, with this being the best that you have to offer at this moment in time, especially after you were just called out for being so immature despite your age. It really just proves that Kendrick never has to do anything in this beef again if he does not want to, and that he needs to be dismissed from the conversation about what is going on with Drake as a whole right now, because Drake is bringing all of these problems onto himself as he is trying to get away with the absolute bare minimum, and is moving in directions that are only further validating the biggest
It used to be enough.
It used to be enough.
It's just no longer enough.
The bare minimum is no longer
accepted.
It's not.
The people want more. They're not going for it.
Facts.
With the absolute bare minimum, and is moving in directions that are only further validating the biggest disses that Kendrick threw his way.
Keep making me
when we look at it from this angle, in all honesty, it's a perfect fit that Drake decided to drop off not one but two features on this very album, because just like Camila Cabello, Drake is an artist who is trying to desperately search for an identity at the moment, and both are just failing to capture any of the magic that their older music had to their respective audiences as they step further and further away from what made them special in the first place. And now
that's what I said. After hearing the songs with Drake on it, they would have been better. She just would have left them off. Because it was dope songs. It's just what he brought was just like, people not really rocking with that. So I think it would have performed better. She just would have left them off of the tracks.
Right, but see, that's the thing. Like, when would you ever think that I'd be better off not putting Drake on here?
Yeah.
Like, when you really say that out loud.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy.
It's like when you got these two major artists getting together on a song, you think it would make a big impact. It's not having a big impact at all.
Wow.
It's actually doing the opposite for her project.
Well, this is only further dampering Drake's abysmal musical batting average this year with a few songs that just sound like a step up from the just laughable majority of cuts on Honestly Nevermind. The timing of a song coming out like this right now is horrible, and the optics of it all is just terrible, because after Kendrick Lamar showed off that he is the sheer embodiment of hip-hop as he brought unification into the genre like few other rappers ever had, Drake is running away from rap as a whole and is now just hopping on generic trends with pop artists? I mean, when we look at all of this in conjunction, with each passing week, moments like these are only making Kendrick's words age better and better, and are really turning a song like Euphoria into this immortal piece of music that, beyond being one of the best rapping displays the genre has seen in a very long time, served as this breakdown of Drake that's only seeming to foreshadow more and more of his failures in ways that we have never seen before. Now, what I honestly think is most interesting about this entire song is what it represents for the direction Drake is going to be going in for the rest of this summer. Yeah. Because with the way he's been moving online, to the way it's so...
Oh, we kept hearing about summer vibes. The summer's here.
Summer's here.
We're looking for the vibes, and we're not getting them.
Where they at?
We heard about them.
Well, clear that he's still trying to fight back with Kendrick in his own sad ways. I think it's inevitable that he will only release more new music from here, but I think these songs are proof that at least Drake is going to be staying away from rap for some time, and with everything he has been leaning into, I'm going to make a prediction that we are going to end up getting another project like Drake's Honestly Nevermind, and maybe even a full-fledged sequel, which his entire purpose will be to...
Man, he can't do that at this point. You can't just give us that type of material. It's not flying anymore. You've been trying to give us that type of material the last 3 songs. Yeah. None of those work. You think a whole album of that's going to work?
I hope he don't do nothing like that, because it'd be a bad move.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty decent, not even pretty decent, he has an amazing track record outside of this fiasco that we all see in real time.
In real time, in 4K.
In 4K, you know what I'm saying? Outside of this moment, he has an amazing track record. I just hope he adds to the other side of that catalog. You know what I mean? The side that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Shift the entire narrative around him in this moment and give people those summer vibes that may help them forget about how scathing Not Like Us is. But if this project is anything like these songs, I don't think this, or really any project from Drake, will do anything right now to help him, and while if he was smart, he would have just went into hiding. It's clear that this spiraling individual who could not stay out of the line.
And we are, I just gotta say it, we are far past the point of anyone ever forgetting about Not Like Us.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but like we thought when this first happened, after the debacle happened, we thought he was to take some time off and disappear and just come out with the best music people ever heard of. You stayed around, you getting us trash song after trash song after trash song. It's better to disappear.
It's a dumpster fire.
It's better to disappear for a little bit than to put out trash.
Because inevitably he's going to be forced to disappear for a little bit and do what he should have did anyway. But hindsight is 20/20.
I mean, he was trying to catch some summer vibes.
That's it.
Limelight, because his whole worth seems to be based off optics, and the impressions of others will only continue to risk hurting his reputation more and more instead of taking time to do the one thing that may just help him out in the long run. Sitting down and reflecting. So let me know, what do you think of these new records in the never-ending downfall of Drake? And how do you think they compare to everything he's been up to? And do you think they help him any bit? I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And if you want to see how Kendrick Lamar just saved West Coast hip-hop.
I think this has been an interesting course of events. Everything that we see, everything that we know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things being put in the forefront of everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The ghostwriters, all that. But I've never seen Drake in this position.
Me neither.
It's hella interesting because he always has been the one to show confidence, almost to arrogance, and dominating, like point blank, period.
3 duds. We never seen that.
Yeah.
In a row.
The only time we've ever really seen anybody kind of get the best of him has been Kendrick.
Yeah.
And Grammys.
And Pusha T.
Yeah, in those situations.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're talking about the Pusha T situation, so it's far and in between. But this one, it just hit different. This wasn't just like a rap battle. This is the rap battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As the people see it. And I want to see him get back in the groove of things. Because right now, you see, like we spoke on and seen in this video, like the people are not accepting anything. But it's a standard that he put out there.
Yeah.
And we want to see that back.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get that back. What you think?
I think it's just a tough situation that he's going to. He's trying. He didn't want to just disappear, but at this point, looking like disappear was just the best at this point. To me, my best advice I would give him is stop making the memes. Just stop egging it on. Stop with the 6ix9ine God bowling thing. Keep doing stuff like pressing Rick Ross and the DJs and all that type of stuff. Do more of that and less of the meme stuff, because that's have a way more impact than these memes do. These memes just make you look crazy. It's not working for you. I guess at one point it was working for you. I just started following Drake. And so I haven't noticed the memes he's been doing all the years. To Kendrick brought it up, and it's just real obvious. It's just like, oh, why are you doing this at this point? Crazy situation. I feel like you feel I want Drake to get back on the disc, give us some good music. But we, like you said, we never seen him put 3 duds out in a row ever. It's hard to even say that he was putting out 1 or you know what I'm saying.
Facts.
But triple, it's like, yo, this is a different span. I think Kendrick put the light on him, and people are like, let's hear what the music you got actually sound like, and they put the light.
They're listening more intently than ever before.
It's not looking good under the light. That's all I could say. I can't wait to see what comes from the situation. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.